Okay, we're looking at the back nine, Madden Mobile, 18 hole cup, expert qualified, hole 10, par 3. Let's do this. Had a good front nine. Take my shot. Okay. All right, I don't like this so far. Okay. Yeah, not crazy about this. Normally I would not use driver, but I'm gonna let the ball come down. So I'm only gonna right there. I think we're okay.
Perfect shot.
Yeah, you gotta be creative sometimes. I will settle for that any day of the week. I was a little worried about bringing it over the sand. That's why I did that. But hey. Line everything up.
Perfect shot.
All right. That works.
Birdie.
Yeah, when you're in between clubs like that, you got to make a quick decision. All right. Hole 11. Par 4. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to. Hey, I got some free trials. Yeah, let's try one of these. That gives me a little easier landing spot. Obviously, you want to avoid trouble where you can. So, right there. Give it a little curl. Nothing crazy.
Great shot.
Oh, that was disappointing. That was headed toward the water, actually. Yeah, not my finest shot, but that's all right. Okay, I'm at max right there. Again, I got no thoughts of actually making this, but it's safe to give it a try. So we get 8.2. Rough iron 1/3 is about 3. Going right about there. 7 seconds to glory. Oh, that was awful. Come on, settle down, settle down, settle down, settle down. All right. Wow, that was a tad bit errant. But the scorecard will look the same whether it burned the cup or was not even on the green. All right, there's a perfect. You got to really focus in on perfect shots when it counts. So, good news is that had the potential to be a lake ball. So, I avoided that. Okay. All right, let's keep rolling. All we're trying to do is qualify. So let's forge ahead. So we got a nice par 5 here. So what do you do? All right, I'm gonna take a. I like this ball. This is a power 6. You don't need much else. Took a little bit of wind resistance off it. So right there, 7. Right there looks pretty good.
Great shot.
All right. Ooh, that's heading right. Get over. Ah! What the heck? Man, I could not have lucked out better there. How did I hit a rock? Alright, so I'm doing this. Wow, that really was really crazy.
Great shot.
Settle down. Slow down.
Nice on.
Yikes. All right, this is not my best golf clash.
Eagle.
Yeah, doing an early morning round has its benefits, but boy, 2 holes in a row avoided disaster. My goodness. Okay, got a par 4. So again, these are tricky holes. There's lots of potential carnage. I mean, look at this hole. Over here, it's ridiculous. You can't go toward the hole. Look at these trees. So in this case, the only play is this way. So 6-9, 3.5. I give it a little overpower.
Perfect shot.
And perfect. Come on up. Settle down. Okay, plenty of room. All right, that was safe. Wow, that was the first good shot I've hit on this side. Okay, so what do we want to do? There's Max long iron. Okay, let's try to line this up. Okay, there's the hole. Not crazy about this. I think about 5 is what we want. I don't mind going long. Oh, I cannot hit it perfectly. Yeah, of course it went right. Looks like that would have been off. Anyway, I didn't pull enough. But I am fortunate that I'm able to land these putts.
Birdie.
End bringer is saving the day. I could have easily have lost a couple strokes so far on the back. So that's the way it goes sometimes. Not playing your best, but you still manage to hit birdies and eagles when you can. All right, this par 3 is one of those where you just want to get it closer on the green and get out of there. This one's pretty straightforward. Let's go back to, kind of forgot to switch off that ball. So this one, you just want to avoid going off the back of the green. Can you see the green is tricky. Tricky Ricky. So let's pull, I'm gonna pull a full 8.5 to 9 there.
Perfect shot.
And just bring it up, just let it eat. Okay, that was a nice,
Nice on.
kept it on the green. You see how it plateaus up there? Very easy. Be careful not to go long. That thing drips off the, if you get a little too aggressive, you could end up in the bunker off the green there. So avoid going long, which I did. Hey, I got another expert match chest. Hole 15. All right, this one looks interesting. Long hole, the wind is against me. So I'm probably going to use a... Actually, don't really need to use a power. I could try to go this way. I think the only... Yeah, I don't like this shot, but... that landing area is kind of rough. 7.4. Yeah, give it a little bit extra.
Great shot.
All right, let's see what this does. Settle down. Okay. All right, curved around. Okay. Now, what's interesting on this one is it is trying to curve to the right. It's very easy to, that's actually pretty good right there. It's real easy to hit the rough on this. As you see, the further you get up there, the more it tilts to the right. So I'm gonna put my landing area. I don't care if I come up a little short. Okay, let's stop talking and start hitting. Okay, do that. I'm gonna curl it just a bit.
Great shot.
All right, let's see what that does. Slow down.
Nice
That was
on.
pretty darn good. So again, these are caution holes. You don't want to get too crazy on these. I know that was better than average. Quite a few people would have hit the rough off the tee, or they would have trying to go left off the tee. Is dangerous because based on that wind, your landing area would have been way off. Okay, let's keep rolling. Par 3. Lake Wabasca. Let's avoid the lake, shall we? Alright. So this one's interesting. You don't want it to roll back down the hill there. You see how hilly it is? It could also easily go over the green. So these are all just, oh, I don't like that either. Look at that, that screwed up my, okay, now I've gotta act quick here. I'm gonna underpower it a little bit.
Great shot.
Shoo, that was on 0. Oh, slow down. I don't like that angle. It's off the green. Yowza, yowza, yowza. That's playing like a par 4. Okay, I avoided trouble. What you don't want to do is come up short and end up on the front of the green. Endbringer will save the day.
Great shot.
Even a great shot. Okay.
Birdie.
Boy, I was fortunate there. That was... I didn't have time to change golf balls. So, you got to be careful when you're hitting under power. Like, I hit that under power to stick with my driver. And you got to be careful on that because I could have come up short. But as you see, I still went long. So if I'd hit that regular power, I would have been way over that green. Okay, this hole is... Yeah, I don't like this hole. I'm gonna have to spend... I don't like that either. Yeah, I'm gonna spend one of these balls trying to get it through there. So 8.6. I pulled right about there. Not gonna overpower it too much.
Perfect shot.
All right, let's try to sneak it through there. Get that big old tree there. Okay, that came through nicely. So again, 2 ways to approach it. That way is pretty nice. Gives you a nice clean shot to the green. You can also, a lot of people will play it over to the left and try to finesse it through. Finesse Carlton. Okay, so this one, again, I'm not expecting to make this, but I am going to give it a run. So it's going to bounce. And then with a short iron, 7.7, I think about 4, 5.
Perfect
See
shot.
what that does. Oh,
Nice on.
close. That would have been a bonus, but I'll take it. That hole was pretty well played.
Birdie.
I'll take a bird on that any day. That almost plays like a par 5. You can get hung up in the trees. Again, just a lot of potential pitfalls there. All right, coming up on 18, we got a wind behind us. All right, so a couple options. I'm gonna stick with this ball, just okay, just trying to land up there, pull it 5, I think, is good. There's 5. It's going to come up. Not going to overpower it too much.
Great
All
shot.
right, hopefully that'll come up to a nice approach shot. Let's get a slow down. Slow down. Holy smoke, that is about as close to not being on the fairway as you can get. Good news there was, okay, so I've got a maxed out short iron. All right, let's try to make this. Okay, I like curling it that way. Actually, right there. Okay. So there's my lead. I'm gonna pull it about 6. Let's go for perfect.
Perfect shot.
Oh, Nelly.
Nice on.
Boy, last 2 holes have been no cigar. Okay, well, that was a pretty, hopefully you could see that was pretty well managed. You know, I could have had a couple more strokes. I could have easily lost a couple. So 25 under is pretty darn good. Right now I'm at number 1. That may not hold, but you know, there's still a lot of golf for these folks to play here. But pretty happy about that. Hope that helped. If you're playing these rounds, hit them hard. Know how to avoid trouble, and you'll get a good score. All right, we'll see you on the next round. Thanks for watching. Take care.